Today, I need you to embrace what comes hard. Today, I need you to accept the challenge. Today, I need you to fall in love with the process. There will be plenty of opportunities to feel discouraged, to lose your passion, to believe it's not meant to be. But if you're going to reach your destiny, you must have a made-up mind. If you give up after the first time, the 5th time, or even the 30th time, what that truly means is you didn't want it badly enough. There should be something in your heart, something you believe in so deeply that you are relentless. You are not moved by how impossible it looks. You are not discouraged by how long it's taking. You don't give up just because people tell you no. Your attitude is, if I have to believe my whole life, I'll keep believing. I won't take no for an answer. I won't settle for mediocrity. I'll keep pursuing what's been placed in my heart.
Ask yourself this: what do I really want? What do I really want? And then write it down. Writing sparks thinking. Thinking creates an image. And as those images take shape, you are building a vision that can transform your life. It's the visionaries who change the world. Think about that.
But what keeps that competitive edge? What keeps you on top? It's the ability to think and to prepare mentally, over and over and over again. The body has limitations, the mind does not. We focus so much on what happens from the neck down, but we forget it all starts here. Everything starts from there in the mind. If you're not mentally ready, you'll never really be physically prepared. And that's where preparation starts.
What would your life look like if you refused to let fear hold you back? If you decided, I won't let my peers stop me, I won't let doubt stop me, I won't let failure define me, whatever you need to do it. Because if you don't, life will keep pushing you until you surrender.
And when you're young, you'll make mistakes. But don't let them defeat you. Everyone who's ever succeeded has failed. You have to fail to win. To hit the game-winning shot, you've got to miss it first. You've got to be tough because the road to success is always under construction. It's never a clear path to success. It's never easy. The people who succeed are the ones who have a relentless attitude. They hang in there through the bad breaks. Because the bad breaks will come. But remember this, the bad breaks usually come right before the big breakthrough. Don't let them stop you. My life and my success is to say to anyone, you will stumble, you will fall, but you can always get back up again.
No matter what you face, remember this: your story, your journey, your success. It all begins with the decision to keep going. No matter what, you can rise again, no matter how bad it's going to be. When there's a challenge, and by challenge, I mean anything in life, the only way to overcome the challenges you face is to start walking. Take that step every day. No matter what you're facing, get up and start walking.
I have the ability to see the end before the beginning even begins. And what that means is, I know that to get to the very end, I can already see it. Before I even started my journey, I saw myself walking across that stage. I saw myself at 191 pounds, because that's what I needed to weigh to walk through the door. Even at 300 pounds, I could see myself 6 months, a year later, however long it would take, walking across that stage, earning that certificate of graduation. And every day I put myself there, 1,000,000 times. That feeling, knowing how amazing it would be, that's what made me suffer. That's what made the pain worth it. For 18 months, I pushed myself to finally become a Navy SEAL. 18 months of pain and sacrifice just for a few seconds of joy. And you know what? It was worth it. I want people to understand this. I was able to put myself at the finish line, even before I started. That visualization, it's my greatest tool. Whether it's cold water, a 100-mile race, or anything else, I've run that race 1,000,000 times in my mind before I even began. I've felt every struggle, every moment of exhaustion. So when it happens in real life, there's no surprise, no hesitation. I've already been there.
And instead, they blame the government. They blame their company. They blame their circumstances. Here's my advice to you. Walk away from the 97%. Don't talk like they talk. Don't go where they go. Don't act like they act. Throw away the blame. Take full responsibility for your life. Because if you don't, the environment around you will hypnotize you. It will mesmerize you. It will paralyze you. Be consciously conscious of your decisions today. Take control of your journey and start walking. No matter how bad it gets, no matter the challenges you face, the only way forward is to take the first step, and then the next. Take full responsibility and walk your own path. Here is your revised script for AI voiceover, with narrator instructions and all words formatted appropriately. Oscar Wilde once said, "Responsibility is what we expect from somebody else." This is very true. Most people dread accepting responsibility. That's just a fact of life, and we can see it in operation every day. We see ourselves getting hot under the collar when the dentist keeps us waiting, sitting there flipping through old magazines, frustrated because our appointment was 30 minutes ago. Yet we don't stop to think about the mortgage payment we forgot to mail this month. We grow angrier and angrier because a business contact promised to call at noon, and here it is, almost 2 o'clock, with no phone call. But do we stop to think about the calls we ourselves have forgotten to return while fuming? We write angry letters to airlines when flights are delayed. But do we ever write angry letters to ourselves for being late? Maybe we should. Yes, the avoidance of responsibility is something we see all the time, in both our personal and professional lives. And here's something else we see just as often. Most people aren't as successful as they wish to be. Do you see the connection between these two very common phenomena? I certainly do. By the end of this session, I hope you'll agree. I hope you'll understand that it's in your best interest to take responsibility for everything you do. But that's only the beginning. I'm also going to suggest that, at times, it's even best to accept responsibility for the mistakes of others, especially when you're in a managerial or leadership role. I can hear you saying, "What? Accept responsibility for someone else's mess-ups? Why would I do that?" That's a fair question, and over the next few minutes, I'll answer it. One of my weak points in life is technical stuff. I don't like it, but I have to be on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So what do? I find someone who loves to do that. I partner with them. Why? Because it's all about getting to the goal. Nobody gets there alone. Everybody needs help. When you know what you've got going for you, be confident, but not cocky. Manage your strengths. Know what they are, and don't let anyone talk you out of them. That's how you get fight ready. You've got to know yourself, develop your skills, keep improving your strengths while also working on your weaknesses. Take me, for example. Even though I don't like technical stuff, I've had to learn to use Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I've had to make videos, whether I wanted to or not, because the world is moving to social media. If I had as many followers as Kim Kardashian, I probably wouldn't even have to do this TV show.
Let me share a story. During the early years of professional basketball, Bill Russell, the legendary center for the Boston Celtics, was one of the greatest players in the Pro League. Known for his rebounding and defensive skills, Russell had one weak spot: free throws. His free throw percentage was below average, but one game demonstrated something extraordinary. It was the final game of a championship series between Boston and the Los Angeles Lakers. With 12 seconds left to play, Boston was leading by 1 point, and the Lakers had to foul a Boston player to regain possession. They chose Bill Russell. Statistically, it made sense. He was the worst free throw shooter on the court. If he missed, the Lakers would likely get the ball back with time to win the game. But if Russell made one free throw, the Lakers' chances would plummet. If he made both, the game was over. Bill Russell had a peculiar free throw style. At 6'11", He'd start with the ball at waist level, squat down, and then straighten up, launching the ball. It looked like he was tossing a bucket of dirt over a wall. But none of that mattered. As soon as he was fouled, Russell knew Boston was going to win. He wanted the responsibility. He wanted the weight of success or failure on his shoulders. No excuses. No blaming anyone else. No second-guessing. Bill Russell wanted the ball in his own hands and nobody else's. And like magic, even if he'd missed every free throw he'd ever shot in his life before this, he knew he was going to make this one. And that is exactly what happened. This is what virtually always happens when a man or woman accepts responsibility eagerly and with confidence. When you take responsibility for your actions, you take control of your destiny.